We're going to continue lesson 2. What are some weather patterns? So first, your homework. What did you all predict the weather and temperature would be today?
Hello everybody, my name is Hector. Today I will tell you about tomorrow weather. I think tomorrow weather is hot because hot I think is 1 week already. And it need a short, it not long. And
All right, Hacker, I like that you said you think it's hot because it's been hot for the last week already. That is exactly a great way to predict the weather. Great job. Let's see quiz video.
Hello everyone, my name is Vika. I am from class 29. Today I will tell you about my picture. Tomorrow, the temperature will be 32 Celsius to 24 Celsius.
All right, 32 to 24.
It also has rain and sunny. At 7 a.m., it will be 32 Celsius. At 9 a.m., it will be 27 Celsius. At 12 a.m., it will be 25 Celsius. At 1 p.m., it will be 26 Celsius.
Kui, I really like that you decided to break down the weather throughout the day because everyone, is the weather the same all day?
No,
it changes. That was a great idea, Kui.
Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Kwama. Today I'll tell you the temperature tomorrow, and sky is 30 degrees Celsius, and today I draw people had a fan and hot fan and the birds need to in a shadow place. 30 the hottest of the day is 39 or 40. 30 is still very hot, but if we touch 40, we're too hot. Our skin can be black.
Excellent. We can get sunburned. So you said you think the weather might get up to 39 or 40 in the middle of the day. That's a good guess, Kwanghai. Excellent work. Let's take a look at everybody else's homework now. Here's Chi's homework. Excellent job, Chi. Wow, so this is Min Huang's homework. Min Huang guessed the weather for each time. Very good, Min Huang. Excellent weather forecast. Min Huang, how does the weather change from morning to the afternoon? How is the weather different?
Hotter.
It gets hotter. Excellent job. Right, because the sun gets higher. Very nice. You predicted thunder in the middle of the day. All right, here's Leo's. Very good job, Leo. Leo thinks it'll be 40 degrees. Here's Cindy's. Cindy will think it'll be wet and 33. Here's Sal's. Very nice handwriting, Sal. Zalin. Excellent job, Zalin. Here is Suri's. Suri, what do you think today's weather will be?
Weather is will in the temperature to degrees Celsius.
Excellent. Can you say Celsius?
Celsius.
Very good. Thank you, Suri. Warm, windy, 28 degrees Celsius. Excellent. Remember, wind is also part of weather. Very nice. Minha, what do you like to do when the weather's nice?
Sunny.
When it's sunny, I like to swim in a pool.
Live in the pool. Very good. All right. And let's see. Kui, you're in class now. We watched your video, and I have a question. Does the weather normally get hotter or colder in the afternoon? In the morning? So it's normally hotter on your way to school in the morning than it is when you go out for lunch. Kui, whenever you are making your video, make sure you don't put your paper in front of your face, okay? Make sure you keep it down so that we can see your mouth moving. Writing on the back was a good idea though. Okay, so this was the actual weather today. At 11 a.m., it was 29 degrees Celsius. So you guys guessed pretty well. Good job. The weather also had no precipitation. Precipitation is any water that falls out of clouds. It could be rain, it could be snow. Everyone say precipitation.
Precipitation.
Was there any precipitation today?
No.
No, there was no rain or no snow. And there's just a little bit of wind. So you guys used patterns. Think the way the weather was yesterday, how it normally is in Vietnam, the weather repeats itself. You guys used patterns to predict today's weather. So what is weather? Hannah, what is weather?
A weather is something that's up in the sky.
Very good, something that's up in the sky. Teddy, can you add to that? What is weather?
Weather means the first day is a sunny day, and then the rain, and the snow, and then the storm came.
Yeah, so that's the weather that's on the screen. You're right. Sunny, snow, rain, storming. Here's the definition. Everyone get out a notebook and pencil and be ready to write. Ashley, can you read the definition of weather for me?
Weather is temperature, sunshine, wind, rain, and more.
Excellent. So the weather is all of these things. How hot it is it sunny or cloudy? Is it windy? Is it snowing? What are some examples of weather? Leo, can you give me an example of weather?
Storm.
Oh, storm, very good. Mickey, can you give me another one?
It's rainy.
Raining. Noob.
Wind. Cold.
Cold, excellent job, Ocean. Lehan, what's another weather?
Snowy.
Snowing, very nice. And let's get one more from Sal.
Tornado and thunder.
Tornado, thunder. What comes with a tornado? What is a tornado? It's when the air is really
Strong.
and what is it called when air moves? It's
When air moves, it makes wind.
wind, very good. Thank you, Sal. So we have hot, cold, windy, cloudy, stormy, snowing, raining. Cheese said sunny in the chat. Very good job. So here are some. You guys got pretty much all of these. Sunny, storming, cold, windy. Who can tell me what a pattern is? What do you think, Emma? What is a pattern?
Is Something that happened again and again. Something is happening again and again.
And it's something that repeats. When something happens again and again, that word is repeats. Here's the definition. Hacker, could you read the definition, please?
Patterns are to repeat.
Excellent, and thank you for the video homework, Hacker. We all watched it in class. Great job. Could you read that first example for us? The for example.
Summer always comes after spring. This is a pattern because it repeats every year.
Excellent. So summer coming after spring is a pattern. It happens every year. It repeats. Here's another one. All rivers are fresh water. That's a pattern because it's seen in every river. It repeats. Cindy, can you read that second pattern for me again? Cindy, can you read this one about summer?
Summer always comes after springs. This is a pattern because it repeats every year.
Excellent job. So this is a pattern. It repeats. Can anyone think of another example of a pattern? Teddy?
The 4 seasons is a pattern.
The 4 seasons. Excellent job. Can anyone think of another one? It could be shapes. It could be something you learned about habitats or anything. Micah, can you think of a pattern?
Yes, about the 4 seasons.
It can be about anything. It could be shapes. It could be patterns you see in nature, like how rivers are all fresh water.
Circle, triangle, and circle, triangle, heart.
Excellent. This is a pattern because it repeats. Leo, can you read these 2 definitions for me?
The temperature, sunshine, wind, rain, and more. Patterns are things that repeat.
Very good. So if weather is temperature, sunshine, and more, and patterns repeat, so this is the definition of weather and the definition of pattern. So what is the definition of a weather pattern? What do you think, Nick?
It is weather repeat.
Excellent. That's perfect. It's weather repeating. Like how fall always happens after summer, right? Weather repeating. All right, so here's the official definition. Mia, can you read this for me, please?
Weather pattern or weather change that repeat over and over.
Excellent. A weather pattern that repeats over and over. Okay, so let's think of some examples. We have spring is always getting warmer and there's a lot of rain. That's a weather pattern because it repeats over and over. We're going to use morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Everyone circle morning. Which one is morning? Yay, good job, Mickey. Very good. All right, so this one is morning. All right, everyone circle night. Which one is nighttime? Leo, excellent. All right, so this one is nighttime. Which one is afternoon? Afternoon, when the sun is highest. There we go, much better. So this one is afternoon, and this one is evening. So think about it this way, afternoon is after noon. It's after 12 or noon. in the middle of the day, and the evening is sunset. What is the weather like most mornings? What is the weather like when you wake up in the morning?
Wake up in the morning, we exercise.
What is the weather like in the morning, Kwan Hai?
Sometimes it's rainy and sometimes it's sunny.
Sometimes rainy or sunny. What's the temperature like?
The hottest is 28 and the lowest is 20.
So I'm gonna say a little bit warm is what it seems like. For people who don't know how warm that is, it's a little bit warm. So this is around, let's say 7 a.m. What about the afternoons around 1 p.m.?
A bit windy.
Windy, okay. What else? What's the temperature like, Hannah?
24 to 20, 26.
All right, so maybe even further, like to 30. So whenever you wake up in the morning, the sun is low in the sky. In the afternoon, the sun's high in the sky, and it makes everything warmer. Min Long, is the morning, what's warmer, the morning or the afternoon?
The afternoon.
Yeah, it's warmer than the morning because the sun is higher in the sky. What about the evenings when the sun is setting? Sometimes
Cloudy.
Cloudy, okay. Maybe a little colder. Sometimes we have to put on a jacket in the evening because it's a little colder when the sun sets. So we know these things because they are weather patterns. The mornings are always a little colder than the afternoons. The afternoons are always the hottest because the sun is up here. Kui, could you read this for me?
Weather can change from hour to hour and from day to day. It changes a pattern. A weather pattern is a weather change that repeats over and over.
Very good. A weather change that repeats over and over again. So 1, the weather has to change. 2, the weather has to repeat. Okay, let's take a quick look here. So we're going to learn about something called a rain gauge.
Weather. We can describe how hot or cold it is by the temperature. Weather can also mean rain, snow, sleet, and hail. These are kinds of precipitation, or water, that falls from clouds.
So,
What tools do we use to measure precipitation and temperature?
Hacker, what is precipitation?
It is a red one.
Yeah, rain. Rain, snow, hail, any water that falls from the sky is precipitation. Everybody say precipitation.
Precipitation.
Nice. Right. So these are ways to measure. Which one of these measures temperature? 1 or
2.
2? Very good. The thermometer. Everyone say thermometer.
Thermometer.
Very good. So this one measures precipitation. How? How do you think it measures precipitation?
Water from the sky fall down and in the precipitation. So the people can measure the water.
Very good. So this thing here is called a rain gauge. Everyone say rain gauge.
Rain.
Good. We're going to make a rain gauge.
That's right. You can measure temperature with a thermometer and precipitation with a rain gauge.
One more time. Everyone say rain gauge.
Rain gauge. Rain gauge.
Let's practice quickly how to use a rain gauge to measure water.
Now it's time to measure and
So here's how much it rains day 1. Let's look at our rain gauge and see how much it rained. This is in centimeters. Lehan, how much did it rain on day 1?
3. Day 1 is 3 meters.
3 centimeters, right? cm, the smaller ones, 3 centimeters. Here's the rain on day 2. Let's check our rain gauge.
1.
1, very good. So that's exactly right. We just count how many centimeters it's rained using our rain gauge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to make a rain gauge for homework to measure precipitation for a whole week and a half from tomorrow until next Friday. So your homework tonight is to make the rain gauge. First things first is to get your materials, okay? Suri, can you read the materials that we will need?
In PT, glass bottle, ruler,
Scissors?
marker.
Very good. So the first step is to use the scissors. So you'll use the scissors to cut off the top of the bottle, and then the ruler and the marker to mark the centimeters on your bottle. The bottle can be any size, but the bottle can be any size, all right, from here to here, but maybe not too big. It doesn't have to be 2 liters. It could be 1 liter or just a smaller water bottle. So this is the first step. Noob, what is the first step? All right, Ocean, what is the first step?
Cut the top of the bottle.
Excellent job, Ocean. And here is the second step. If you would like, you could put the top in the bottle like this to help, but you don't have to do that, okay? If you put some rocks and water in the bottom so it doesn't blow over because of the wind, make sure you start your measurement at the top. All right, like in this picture, we don't want to include all of this in our rain because that's not rain. So if you do that, you don't have to. Make sure you start the measurement here so you can keep track of the rain, okay? So what's the second step? What do you put on the side of the bottle? Mickey?
We need to put the size in the bottle.
Yes, what do you write on the side of the bottle, Mickey? What do you write on the side?
We write we need to write how many cent that will rain for.
Very good. How many centimeters so we can measure the rain? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Step 3 is to put it somewhere it can collect rain. Leo, where would you put your rain gauge?
Side.
Outside? Where outside? Would you put it under a tree? Hetty, what do you think?
Outside. I think I will leave it outside of my little backyard. But when I live in this new house, my dad cooked something I don't know, and the
Yes, you'll have to think about where to put it if you don't have a little garden. So make sure it's not under a tree or a roof, that there's no leaves under it so it can catch the water. Step 3 is every day, I'll remind you, write how many centimeters of rain there are in your chart. Did it rain 4 centimeters, 8 centimeters? Then empty the rain gauge and put it back outside to catch rain for the next day. Here's what the chart will look like. Maybe the first day it rains 5 centimeters. The second day it rains 0. The third day you measure 2 centimeters. Day 1 is tomorrow. This one right here, day 1 is tomorrow, Wednesday, April 22nd. Okay, so your homework tonight, 1, make the rain gauge. Cut off the top and use your ruler to mark the centimeters on the side. Make a rain gauge. 2, put it outside. 3, have a chart to write how much rain it catches. This chart is in your book, or you can write it in your notebook. That's a great start, Mia. Everyone take a look at this. Mia's got a great start going. All she needs to do is draw the centimeters on the side of her bottle